Okay, hi, good evening. This is gonna be the video recording about the interview. We are gonna start right away with the questions, but first, let me who you are and where are you?
Well, I'm Álvaro Salazar, and right now I'm located in Bogota.
Okay, thank you. The first question is gonna be why did you want to participate in an exchange program?
Well, I've been thinking for a while to study abroad, and when I was at university, I have a friend who went to Australia at that time. So he told me like, would you like to go over there? And I was like, yeah, but I don't have the means to go over there. And I was studying, so my priority were my economic studies. And after I finished, I made the decision to go there. I mean, I have studied for a while English too in Bogota, and I just decided to go to Australia, study some English level as well, like advanced English level. Maybe took an IELTS course, and after that took the IELTS test. That was the idea. So yeah, more or less that was the whole process. So I've been thinking about it for a while, but until I got a specific goal in my mind, I made the decision to travel.
Really nice. What did you motivate to learn English? Present the IELTS exam, as you mentioned, or actually, what was your motivation?
Well, when I started studying English, I was at the university, so I got to read a lot of papers, like academic papers, in order to pass all the courses and everything. And specifically for that reason, I was motivated, just to say that, to study English. And actually, I was a little bit afraid to speak with others. So I could listen to somebody and everything, but I couldn't express myself. I didn't have like the security, or the confidence. So that lack of confidence affected me so much in order to start a conversation. So yeah, that was like the main objective, the principal objective that I have, like the academic purposes, and actually the get a better conversation strategy.
Sure. What were your reasons to use the English language? Like the main reason? Actually, was academic purposes or
Yeah,
as you mentioned?
most of the papers that I've been reading were in English. So for that reason, that was the most important thing after Spanish. I could look after some books by in the library, but the main language that we're using at that time was English. So for that reason, it was like an obvious option for me.
Perfect. How was the contact that you had with the English language before doing an exchange program? Maybe the school or any conversations, clubs? What was that contact?
All right. At high school, I mean, I got like an upper level if I compare myself with the other students. But when I got to the university, suddenly all of that changed. I took some courses, but it wasn't the same. I didn't feel like comfortable with that, and sometimes I quite didn't understand everything. So for me, was I couldn't help myself in order to understand what I was doing at that time. But I passed those courses, so I was like, that's not good. I mean, I'm not learning everything that I wanted. So I was a little bit afraid of that, and for that reason, I made the decision to go to the Centro Colombo Americano
Okay, cool.
because I didn't know where to go. So
Yeah.
after a conversation with my mother, I decided to go there, have the interview, and actually the approach that they have at that moment was really good for me. because it was a little bit more integrated as well. I mean, taking all the listening part, the reading part, the grammar. So the main idea for them was to have a conversation in class with others, express yourself, express your ideas, the things that you were doing over the week and everything. And with that confidence, with that self-confidence, you start to develop yourself. It's incredible, or it was incredible for me.
Absolutely.
In the classes at the university, that wasn't the scope. So for that reason, maybe for me it was a little bit different, a little bit hard. It was harder at university, but with approaching the Centro Colombo-Americano, it was easier for me.
Absolutely. Okay, and after experience the exchange program, in which situations do you use the English? Like actually the experience situation of the exchange works or not really?
Well, actually, at the beginning was a little bit difficult because, of course, in the school, you were studying English with other people. Obviously, they were from other parts of the world, like Europe, Asia, wherever. And our main topic was English, so we have to communicate with ourselves in that using that language. And the approach that I have over there was to avoid communicate with Latin people. It could be sound difficult because it depends on the ideas of some specific person, but more of them were just to have fun in Australia.
Absolutely.
So they didn't wanted to learn so much grammar or wherever. So after we got out of the classroom, everything was Spanish, and I was like, no, I gotta keep practicing. So I try to avoid those kind of not communities, but maybe activities with them to reduce as a little as I can. And I just went to train. I was training with a 4th division soccer group when there was people from around the world. So yeah, nice. There were Indian guys, Asian guys, European guys, and everything was in English. So it was like a challenge for myself to communicate with them, to talk, to express my ideas, to order a team. So yeah, that was great for me. And the other topic that helped me was to go to how do you say that? Like Latin nights. It was like in a specific place just to dance salsa and bachata, and I tried to dance with other people that wasn't Latin, you know.
Yeah.
So because they wanted to learn, and I was like able to just go to there, dance with them, and practice. It was really good for networking, speak to other people, learn another kind of culture, how they understand the music and everything. So those activities were really good in order to improve the practice of English apart from the classroom, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And the last question is gonna be, how different is the use of English you have had after and before experiencing the exchange program? Actually, you can realize a big change or not really?
Well, it has changed a lot. I mean, when I was in Colombia before travel, there were no. I mean, at that time, I didn't get too many positions that require the English in order to have a conversation, to exchange emails, that kind of activities. However, in the last 2 years, I've been working with companies where the communication is mostly with English speakers, native and non-native. So I can say that in the last 3 years, I've been communicating with Canadian people, American people, or people from China, and the communication has to be in English all the time. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it has increased, yes, because the whole work market in Colombia has changed. Not just for that, but because the qualifications required for some of the specific verbs has changed too. So I can tell you, it wasn't just because of I went abroad to study and came back, and after that I got a new job. No. It was because something is changing in Colombia. There are increasing companies that require bilingual personnel. So for that reason, I think it has matched that situation. I went that, I came back, and after that, they have required that kind of personnel.
Okay, Gabriel, really, I appreciate your words and your help in this research. That is gonna be all. Have a wonderful end of your day. Bye bye.
Thank you.